Good evening. This is All India Radio. I'm Sunil Verma and with me is Nishit Kumar with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says democracy and development reaching grassroots level in Jammu and Kashmir, launches several development projects worth 20,000 crore rupees in the Union Territory. In Mann Ki Baat program, Prime Minister says small online payments are helping in building big digital economy in the country. Terms water conservation as a social and spiritual duty of all. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurates 7 national highway projects worth over 5,500 crore rupees in Maharashtra. 3 LET terrorists killed in encounter in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi honoured with first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award in Mumbai. Prime Minister to inaugurate 7th edition of Raisina Dialogue tomorrow. European Union President Ursula von der Leyen to be chief guest at the event. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu declares open Khelo India University Games in Bengaluru. And in IPL cricket, match between Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants underway in Mumbai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said development and democracy are flourishing in Jammu and Kashmir after the constitutional reforms. Mr. Modi said, be it democracy or development, today Jammu and Kashmir is setting a new example. He said it is a matter of great pride that democracy and development have reached the grassroots level in the Union Territory. The Prime Minister was addressing all the Gram Sabhas across the country on the occasion of National Panchayati Raj Day from Palli village in Samba district of Jammu and Kashmir.
3 साल पहले पूरे राज्य में 5,000 करोड़ रुपया ही उनके नसीब होता था और उसमें लेह लद्दाख सब आ जाता था। लेकिन पिछले 2 साल में जो गति आई है, इस बार बजट में जिलों के पास 22,000 करोड़ रुपये सीधे सीधे पंचायतों के पास विकास के लिए दिए जा रहे हैं। इतने छोटे राज्य में ग्रास रूट लेवल की डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम के द्वारा विकास के काम के लिए कहां 5,000 करोड़ और कहां 22,000 करोड़ रुपये ये काम हुआ है भाइयों।
The Prime Minister said it is a symbol of change that Panchayati Raj Divas is being celebrated in Kashmir today. He said any citizen in the country can get the status of development initiatives taken by panchayats by going online. He said the government is also putting immense effort to empower women in Panchayati Raj institutions. Mr. Modi urged every panchayat of the country to encourage, train and empower women to join water conservation efforts and increase Mahila Bhagidari. He asked them to collaborate with villagers and NGOs and chalk out strategy on waste management. On the occasion, the Prime Minister also inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of several development projects worth over 20,000 crore rupees in Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister said these projects will enhance development of Jammu and Kashmir.
आज यहाँ कनेक्टिविटी और बिजली से जुड़े 20,000 करोड़ रुपये, यह आंकड़ा जम्मू कश्मीर जैसे छोटे राज्य के लिए बहुत बड़ा आंकड़ा। 20,000 करोड़ रुपए के प्रोजेक्ट का लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास हुआ। जम्मू कश्मीर के विकास को नई रफ्तार देने के लिए राज्य में तेजी से काम चल रहा है। इन प्रयासों से बहुत बड़ी संख्या में जम्मू कश्मीर के नौजवानों को रोजगार मिलेगा।
Mr. Modi said all welfare schemes of the central government are being rapidly implemented in Jammu and Kashmir and its benefits are reaching the people. The Prime Minister said when he speaks about Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat, the focus of the government is on connectivity and bridging distances. He said the government's aim is to provide all-weather connectivity to Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister said the day is not far when the Devi of Kanyakumari will meet Vaishnav Devi with a single road. The Prime Minister laid the foundation stone of the Delhi-Amritsar Katra Expressway and inaugurated the 500 kilowatt solar power plant at Palli village along with 108 Jan Aushidhi Kendras in Samba district. He also inaugurated the Banihal Kazigund Road Tunnel, built at a cost of over 3,100 crore rupees. The 8.45 kilometers long tunnel will reduce the road distance between Banihal and Kazigund by 16 kilometers and reduce journey time by around 1.5 hours. The Prime Minister also laid the foundation stones for the 850 megawatt Ratle hydroelectric project and 540 megawatt Kwar hydroelectric project to be constructed on the Chenab River in Kishtwar district. Speaking at the event, the Prime Minister congratulated the people of Jammu and Kashmir, saying Palli is on its way to becoming India's first carbon neutral panchayat.
ग्लासगो में दुनिया के बड़े बड़े दिग्गज इकट्ठे हुए थे। कार्बन न्यूट्रल को लेकर के बहुत सारे भाषण हुए, बहुत सारे बयान हुए, बहुत सारी घोषणाएं हुई, लेकिन ये हिंदुस्तान है जो ग्लासगो के संकल्प को आज जम्मू कश्मीर की एक छोटी पंचायत पल्ली पंचायत के अंदर देश की पहली कार्बन न्यूट्रल पंचायत बनने की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहा है। आज मुझे पल्ली गांव में देश के गांवों के जनप्रतिनिधियों के साथ जुड़ने का भी अवसर मिला है। इस बड़ी उपलब्धि और विकास के कामों के लिए जम्मू कश्मीर को बहुत बहुत बधाई।
The Prime Minister also launched the Amrit Sarovar initiative aimed at developing and rejuvenating 75 water bodies in each district of the country.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said small online payments are helping build a big digital economy in the country. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio, Mr. Modi stated that digital transactions worth 20,000 crore rupees are being conducted in the country every day.
कहीं भी गए कैश ले जाने का, बैंक जाने का, एटीएम खोजने का झंझट ही खत्म। मोबाइल से ही सारे पेमेंट हो जाते हैं। आपके इन छोटे छोटे ऑनलाइन पेमेंट से देश में कितनी बड़ी डिजिटल इकोनॉमी तैयार हुई है। इस समय हमारे देश में करीब 20,000 करोड़ रुपए के ट्रांजैक्शन हर दिन हो रहे हैं। पिछले मार्च के महीने में तो यूपीआई ट्रांजैक्शन करीब 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए तक पहुंच गया।
The Prime Minister expressed satisfaction that the culture of digital payments is growing in India. He said Unified Payments Interface, UPI, has rapidly become part of the country's economy as people are transacting through it even in remote villages and small towns.
भीम यूपीआई तेजी से हमारी इकोनॉमी और आदतों का हिस्सा बन गया है। अब तो छोटे छोटे शहरों में और ज्यादातर गांवों में भी लोग यूपीआई से ही लेन देन कर रहे हैं। डिजिटल इकोनॉमी से देश में एक कल्चर भी पैदा हो रहा है। गली नुक्कड़ की छोटी छोटी दुकानों में डिजिटल पेमेंट होने से उन्हें ज्यादा से ज्यादा ग्राहकों को सर्विस देना आसान हो गया है। उन्हें अब खुले पैसों की भी दिक्कत नहीं होती। आप भी यूपीआई की सुविधा को रोजमर्रा के जीवन में महसूस करते होंगे।
Touching the topic of water conservation, the Prime Minister said the country is moving forward with the resolve to conserve water in the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. During the Amrit Mahotsav, 75 Amrit Sarovars will be built in every district of the country. The Prime Minister said availability or scarcity of water determine the progress and speed of any country. He added that saving water and building ponds have been termed as social and spiritual duty in the Vedas and Puranas.
मेरा आप सभी से आग्रह है, आप अपने इलाके के ऐसे पुराने तालाबों, कुओं और सरोवरों के बारे में जानें। अमृत सरोवर अभियान की वजह से जल संरक्षण के साथ साथ आपके इलाके की पहचान भी बनेगी। जल से जुड़ा हर प्रयास हमारे कल से जुड़ा है। इसमें पूरे समाज की जिम्मेदारी होती है। इसके लिए सदियों से अलग अलग समाज, अलग अलग प्रयास लगातार करते आए हैं।
Mr. Modi said the country's new Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya has generated a lot of curiosity among the people. The Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya was dedicated to the nation on the 14th of this month on the birth anniversary of Baba Saheb Ambedkar.
देश के लिए यह गौरव की बात है कि आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव एक जन आंदोलन का रूप ले रहा है। इतिहास को लेकर लोगों की दिलचस्पी काफी बढ़ रही है और ऐसे में पीएम म्यूजियम युवाओं के लिए भी आकर्षण का केंद्र बन रहा है। जो देश की अनमोल विरासत से उन्हें जोड़ रहा है।
The Prime Minister also quizzed listeners on their general knowledge regarding the country's museums. He asked listeners to share the answers on Namo app or social media with hashtag #MuseumQuiz. Mr. Modi appreciated all such individual efforts. International Museum Day will be celebrated all over the world on 18th of May. He urged people to visit a local museum and share their experience with hashtag #MuseumMemories. Mr. Modi also discussed mathematics in this edition of Man Ki Baat. The Prime Minister assuaged students who find maths a tough subject, saying mathematics has never been a difficult subject for Indians. He said a big reason for this is Vedic mathematics. He said people of India have given the most research and contribution in the field of mathematics. He gave the example of the discovery of zero and its importance.
गणित तो ऐसा विषय है जिसे लेकर हम भारतीयों को सबसे ज्यादा सहज होना चाहिए। आखिर गणित को लेकर पूरी दुनिया के लिए सबसे ज्यादा शोध और योगदान भारत के लोगों ने ही तो दिया है। शून्य यानी जीरो की खोज और उसके महत्व के बारे में आपने खूब सुना भी होगा। अक्सर आप ये भी सुनते होंगे कि अगर जीरो की खोज न होती तो शायद हम दुनिया की इतनी वैज्ञानिक प्रगति भी न देख पाते।
Mr. Modi also greeted people in advance for Eid, Akshaya Tritiya, birth anniversary of Bhagwan Parshuram and Vaishak Buddha Purnima.
आने वाले दिनों में देश में ईद का त्योहार भी आने वाला है। 3 मई को अक्षय तृतीया और भगवान परशुराम की जयंती भी मनाई जाएगी। कुछ दिन बाद ही वैशाख बुद्ध पूर्णिमा का पर्व भी आएगा। ये सभी त्योहार संयम, पवित्रता, दान और सौहार्द के पर्व हैं। आप सभी को इन पर्वों की अग्रिम शुभकामनाएं। इन पर्वों को खूब उल्लास और सौहार्द के साथ मनाइए।
The Prime Minister concluded his address by urging people to follow all the COVID protocols like wearing masks and washing hands.
Home Minister Amit Shah today inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of various development projects in Puducherry. Speaking at the event, the Home Minister said Puducherry will be made a model union territory.
आज अनेक योजनाओं का लोकार्पण और भूमि पूजन हुआ है। फ्रैंको तमिल विलेज बनाया जाएगा जो हेरिटेज टूरिज्म को आकर्षित करेगा। इसके साथ एग्जीबिशन फैसिलिटी के लिए 3 पुराने वेयर हाउस में स्वदेश दर्शन योजना के तहत डेवलप करने का भी आज काम शुरू हो रहा है। 30 करोड़ के खर्च से बस अड्डे का पुनर्निर्माण हो रहा है और नया इंटरस्टेट बस टर्मिनल 16 करोड़ के खर्चे से बन रहा है। बोटैनिकल गार्डन 16 करोड़ की खर्च से पुदुचेरी का आकर्षण का केंद्र बनेगा।
Earlier in the day, Mr. Shah addressed the gathering on the occasion of the inaugural function of the 150th birth anniversary of Saint Philosopher Sri Aurobindo. Speaking at the event, the Home Minister said, if someone needs to understand the spirit of the nation and the soul of the nation, he needs to read the writings of Sri Aurobindo.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। इस बार का विषय है सोशियोलॉजी। सवाल भेजने की अंतिम तारीख है 27 अप्रैल। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर
8700014242।
FSSAI has launched Food Safety Connect app for food business operators and consumers. Download this app from Google Play Store and easily apply for FSSAI registration. Consumer can use this app to register food-related complaints.
Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari today inaugurated 7 national highway projects worth 5,569 crore rupees in Aurangabad. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Gadkari said this will give a new dimension to the development of Aurangabad district, which is one of the major industrial centres in Maharashtra. The minister said efforts have been made to alleviate the water crisis through road projects in the water-starved Aurangabad district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the 7th edition of Raisina Dialogue tomorrow. President of the European Union, Ursula von der Leyen, will be the chief guest in the dialogue. She arrived in New Delhi last night to attend the event. Several former prime ministers of different countries and other dignitaries will also participate in this virtual event. The 3-day dialogue is based on the theme Terra Nova, impassioned, impatient, imperiled. The first edition of Naval Commanders Conference of 2022 is scheduled to be held from tomorrow till the 28th of this month. The conference serves as a platform for naval commanders to discuss important maritime matters at the military strategic level, as well as interact with senior government functionaries through an institutionalized forum. The Defence Ministry has said that Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will address and interact with the naval commanders on matters pertaining to national security during the conference.
In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists affiliated with proscribed Lashkar-e-Toiba LAT terror outfit were gunned down by security forces at Pahu area of Pulwama district this evening. Jammu and Kashmir Director General of Police Dilbagh Singh said the gunfight erupted this evening after the joint team of security forces who had laid a cordon and search operation CASO in the area were fired upon by terrorists.
Pulwama police on a specific input had launched an operation along with the security forces this afternoon. In this operation, 3 dreaded terrorists of Lashkar-e-Toiba has been eliminated. All 3 were involved in a large number of civilian killings incidents and attacks on the police forces. They were also responsible for recent killing of 2 Jawans of RPF.
Ashish Mishra, son of Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Ajay Mishra, surrendered at Lakhimpur Kheri District Jail in Uttar Pradesh today. Ashish is an accused in Lakhimpur Kheri violence case that took place in October last year. The apex court had last week cancelled the bail granted to Ashish Mishra in the case and asked him to surrender within a week. In Assam, the BJP has swept the Guwahati Municipal Corporation GMC elections. The BJP and its ally Ahom Gana Parishad won 58 seats in the 60-member corporation. While the BJP got 52 seats, Ahom Gana Parishad managed to win 6 seats. Ahom Jatiya Parishad, AJP and AAP got 1 seat each. The opposition Congress didn't win any seat. Our correspondent reports that the GMC elections were held after 9 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the people of Guwahati for the mandate in favour of the BJP to further the agenda of development.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi was honoured with the first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award today. The award was presented by veteran singer Asha Bhosle, Usha Mangeshkar and Meena Mangeshkar and Adinath Mangeshkar at a glittering ceremony held at Shanmukhanand Auditorium in Mumbai. Speaking at the award ceremony, Prime Minister Modi dedicated the award to the people of the country. He said that the country was honoured when the Bharat Ratna was bestowed upon melody queen Lata Mangeshkar.
हम सब सौभाग्यशाली हैं कि हमने संगीत की इस सामर्थ्य को, इस शक्ति को लता दीदी के रूप में साक्षात देखा है. हमें अपनी आंखों से उनके दर्शन करने का सौभाग्य मिला है और मंगेशकर परिवार पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी इस यज्ञ में अपनी आहुति देता रहा है. मेरे लिए लता दीदी सुर साम्राज्य के साथ साथ और जिसको कहते हुए मुझे गर्व अनुभव होता है वो मेरी बड़ी बहन थी.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu declared open the Khelo India University Games in Bengaluru this evening in a spectacular grand ceremony. The 10 days games will see the participation of over 4,000 sportspersons from 200 universities across India. Khelo India, Khelo. Khelo India, Addressing the gathering, the Vice President laid emphasis on the sporting capabilities of Indians and their potential to perform if given proper opportunities. He stressed on the need to encourage indigenous games like Kabaddi and Kho-Kho. On the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, holistic approach and 100% dedication are the key requirements of success in sports. Sharing his message at the inauguration of the Khelo India University Games, Mr. Modi stressed the importance of team spirit as the first mantra of success. The Prime Minister said that Khelo India University Games in Bengaluru will add to the energy of this beautiful city, as Bengaluru symbolizes the youthful enthusiasm of the country and is the pride of professionals.
स्पोर्ट्स की पावर देश की पावर बढ़ाती है. स्पोर्ट्स में पहचान देश की पहचान बढ़ाती है. मुझे आज भी याद है जब मैं टोक्यो ओलंपिक से लौटकर आए खिलाड़ियों से मिला था, उनके चेहरे पर अपनी जीत से ज्यादा देश के लिए जीतने का गर्व था. देश की जीत से मिलने वाली खुशी का कोई मुकाबला नहीं है. आप भी आज सिर्फ अपने लिए या अपने परिवार के लिए नहीं खेल रहे हैं. ये यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स भले हो, लेकिन ये मानकर खेलिए कि आप देश के लिए खेल रहे हैं.
Speaking on the occasion, Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said, the games provide a platform to the budding sportsmen of the country.
Post-pandemic, we have seen the last 2 years as the years of pandemic. Our lives, our lifestyles have been disrupted. There was no such big event which could be organized at the national level or at the regional level. So I could say after 2 years, this is the first opportunity for us to hold such a prestigious and big event.
A laser show, Mallakhambh performance and drum beats by several cultural troupes enthralled the audience during the inaugural ceremony. Music director Chandan Shetty sang the anthem song of Khelo India.
In IPL cricket, Lucknow Super Giants were 121 for 5 in 15.3 overs against Mumbai Indians at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai when reports last came in. Earlier, the Mumbai won the toss and elected to field. India's Deepak Punia won the 86 kg men's freestyle silver medal, while Vicky clinched bronze in 92 kg on final day of the Asian Wrestling Championships at Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia today. India finished its campaign at this edition of the continental event with a total of 1 gold, 5 silver and 11 bronze medals. In Santosh Trophy football, West Bengal defeated Rajasthan FC by 3-0 at Kotapadi Stadium, Malappuram. The match between Punjab and Meghalaya in Payanad Stadium, Manjeri, is underway. And now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. The national capital Delhi will have partly cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder lightning. Leh will have generally cloudy sky. Gilgit will have generally cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. Guwahati, Imphal, Shillong, Aizawl, Kohima, Itanagar and Gangtok will have generally cloudy sky.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says democracy in development, reaching grassroots level in Jammu and Kashmir, launches several development projects worth 20,000 crore rupees in the Union Territory. In Ban Ki Baat program, Prime Minister says small online payments are helping to build big digital economy in the country. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurates 7 national highway projects worth over 5,500 crore rupees in Maharashtra. 3 LAT terrorists killed in an encounter in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi honoured with first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award in Mumbai. Prime Minister to inaugurate 7th edition of Raisina Dialogue tomorrow. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu declares open Khelo India University Games in Bengaluru. And in IPL cricket match between Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants underway in Mumbai. And with that we end the evening news. Good night.